Today, from Austin, Texas, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Dublin Shamrocks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Shamrocks and the Austin Armadillos. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Austin team entering play. They come off a disappointing. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Pollard. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
And done so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And it's third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Second and 3. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The pass, incomplete, out of the end zone.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Frank Reich here on fourth down is ready to try for 3. And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
3. Shamrocks nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Brings up second and 9.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
24 on the carry. He was brought down at the 26. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yards to go.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
now a handoff here to his running back.
The ball carried by.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
At the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
Well, it's about teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Boston's offense ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Armadillos 3.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try the left side. It's Lawrence. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Boston's offense ready to go again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
To number
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Taken down and sacked.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they'll send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second.
On 2nd down now. It's Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Lawrence, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now out comes their leader. has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? Shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and sacked. The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now the extra point.
Point after.
And it's 21-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over. 1st down and 10. At at their own 27-yard line.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. Going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Complete to number 84. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Under pressure, and down he goes.
The quarterback set.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
The pass.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. So they wind up throwing it against your advice, but the result's still a 4th down.
Well, it did turn out to be a safe throw. And you know how sometimes coaches talk about using a short passing game as a run? Essentially, that's what they did there. Now they can kick it away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
1st down and 10 at their own.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 8.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Carried by number 39. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Now back to throw.
3rd down.
Flushed out right. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st down, Lawrence. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Boston's offense ready to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. Austin's offense ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Pollard again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back now in Austin as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawrence, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down now. It's Lawrence. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Down at the 39-yard line.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, it's Lawrence. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
By number 39. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
First down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Lawrence. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker.
10 more yards.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now here's a throw right side, taken. In by his tight end. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Lawrence. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawrence, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
39.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, Lawrence, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Dublin.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for our visitors, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Austin, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week.